Welcome to my channel Go with Patrick. So guys, in today's video, we are going to see what is this decorator in Python. So for that, we are going to create a function, and with that function, we are going to understand this decorator concept in Python. So let's get started. So guys, first of all, we are going to create a function in Python. So I'm going to use a def keyword for creating a function, and I'm going to create a new function which is basically doing a division. Suppose I'm going to take two numbers, that is a comma b, and I'm going to do the division, that is a will be divided by b. And when I run this function and I'm passing the value, that is 4 comma 2, this 4 will get divided by 2 and we will get the output as 2.0. So when I run this, you can see here it has given us the output. Okay. So as a user will not pass the value in this format. Okay, what format? So in the division, there is considered as a numerator and a denominator in mathematics. So always the numerator value should be bigger than the denominator. Okay, so what happens? So this is the numerator and this is the denominator. If this value gets swapped, that means 2 comma 4, then what do you think? Will we get this exactly 2.0? No, we will not get the output. We will get the 0.5. So you can see here, because the logic have been changed here now. So we have got the value in the decimal. User will think that 2 will divide the 4. But in the programming, the logic changes. So as a developer, it is our job to apply this logic. But but I can apply the logic directly inside this div function, that if a is less than b, I will tell them to swap, that is a comma b is equal to b comma a. Okay. So now when I run this function, I will get the 2.0. So you can see here how this code have been work. I will explain you once. So what is actually done? We're running this div function which is taking two arguments. Okay, inside it we have applied a logic. We are checking for a condition that if this a value is less than the b value, then what we want to do? We want to do a swap here. So I will write here, that is swapping. Okay, what is swapping? That is a and b value will get swapped by b comma a. So a value will enter into b and b value got swapped with a. Okay, so when the user is passing the value 2 comma 4, 2 2 comma 4, it have been entered here. So I will show you 2 comma 4. This 2 comma 4 have been actually swapped as 4 comma 2 here. So this 2 have been replaced in the position of 4, and 4 have been replaced in a position. Okay. So this is what actually done here. So guys, I hope you understand this logic. So when we run this program, we have got this output properly. But you assume that we have not have the access to this function. We are importing this function from a library into our current directory. We do not have access to this div function. So how we can apply this logic to this div function without having a access to it. So let's erase this. Okay, so let's do it. So we now the decorator comes into the picture. So we use this decorator concept to add a feature to our function. So let's see how it works. This decorator is nothing but which adds new feature to our function, that for those function which we do not have access to that function. Okay. So now I'm going to create a function. This function will take another function as an argument to it. So I'm going to run this, give this function name as smart function. So I am going to take another function as an argument. So I'm going to write here as function. Okay, so so inside it, I'm going to create another program. So before that, I'm going to write a print statement that we have. entered the smart function. Okay, so I've given a task here for this function as enter the smart function. So like that, I've run the print command here. So after that, I'm going to create another function that is swap. So the swap which we are doing here, okay, that swap we are going to do here, that logic we are going to apply now here. So this will take two arguments, that is a comma b, and it will check for the condition that if a is less than b, then it will do the swap. That is a comma b will equal to b comma a. So now we using this function, another function which we are taking as an argument here, we are going to call that function now. I am going to return that function with this a comma b value, and after that I am going to call this function as return swap. Okay. So let's see what it actually does here. So for that I'm going to do this. So let's minimize it. So I'm going to create a relation between this new function and this def, that is smart function, so you can understand it. So I'm going to create a function as demo, or let's give it as name fun. Okay, inside it, I'm going to do that this smart function. Inside it, I am giving that new function. I'm not calling this function. I am only passing this function into it inside the smart function. What I have done here, I have, I have created a variable here name as a function fun, and I have said that this smart function, this this smart function is equal to this fun variable, and this what this smart function does, this smart function is taking another function as an argument inside it. So what it does here, we are passing this new function inside the smart function because it is taking another function as an argument. So after taking an argument of another function, what it is doing here, it is doing running a print command, that is we have entered this smart function. So we will came to know that we have this our code line have been enter this print command, and after that it will go inside this def, that is swap function. Okay, and it will check for the logic which you have applied here. If a is less than b and a comma b, it will do the swap here, and after that the whatever value have been swapped, that value will be passed inside the function, the function which you are providing here. What function we are providing here? We are providing the new function inside the smart function, because the smart function is taking another function as an argument. So we have given this new function inside the smart function. So the whatever value we are passing inside the smart function. So I will run it once. So I'm going to run the function, and I'm going to pass a value as 4 comma 2, or I will give it as 2 comma 4. So this 2 comma 4 will this is equal to the smart function, and this 4 comma 2 have been gone in the position of div function. Okay, this div function has came here, and that value have been gone inside it, and after that it will go here, and it value it will check this logic. Okay, so before checking it logic, till now we have not called this function. We have only simply written this code inside this def, that is smart function, and what we are telling them return. Now we are calling that function, whatever we have this new function we have passed inside this smart function. We have called this function here, and after calling this function, we are telling them to call this swap function. So the swap function have been called now. The swap function, after calling this function, okay, it will check the logic here, and this value, whatever value we are 2 comma 4, this 2 comma 4 will be swapped, and it will become the 4 comma 2 here. And when I run this program, you can see here we will get the proper output. So when I run this program, you can see here you will get this proper output here. So you can see that we have got the 2 comma 4, 2.0. So what actually it does, I will explain you once. So First, we have created a smart function which take another function as an argument. Okay. Okay, so the function which you have passed inside the smart function, till now we have not called that function. Okay, till now we are not called that function. Okay, where till whenever we are not called that function, that till that time that function will not executed. Whichever we have passed inside the smart function. Okay, after that this function what it does, it run this print command, so you can see here it is telling that enter the smart function. So we have came to know that we have entered inside this smart function. So after that we have given this logic here. So till now it will ignore here everything, and it will simply come here in this return block, because this return statement is coming inside the def. Okay, inside the def smart function. So what it is telling to call the swap function. So this swap will go here in the def. Okay, in the swap function. So what it is telling, swap a comma b, a comma b. So it will check a is less than b, a comma b, and it is doing a swap here, and it will return the function, that is function. Okay, now the function whatever we have passed as an argument inside the smart function, so inside that function this swapped value will go and stored here, and it is when it is calling this, we are getting the output as 2 comma 0. So okay, so I hope guys you understand this decorator concept. So this is how the decorator works. Decorator helps to add new features to our functions indirectly. Okay, so I hope you like this video. It is little bit confusing, I know. So I recommend you to watch this video two, three times so you can clear the concept more deeply. So guys, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Don't forget to share this video to your friends.